Hold on now.
Day Fiancé star Jasmine Pineda revealed that she recently shaved her head amid her struggle with alopecia, and boyfriend Matt Branisterianu showed his support in a meaningful way in a touching show of love and solidarity. Matt shaved his head along with Jasmine as she navigated her health journey. The couple smiled with matching buzz kits in new photos she shared via Instagram on Thursday, October 16th. The TLC personality, 39, noted that she has been battling an autoimmune condition, which means my body's immune system mistakenly attacks my hair follicles, adding that stress and the postpartum period can make it flare up even more, which is why it sometimes comes and goes. Jasmine and Matt welcomed their first child together, a baby girl named Matilda, in March, and announced her arrival the following month. Jasmine is also mother to 2 sons, Juwance and JC, from a past relationship. The mom of 3 went on to gush over the man who captured her heart, alongside a video of him taking an electric shaver to his scalp. The way he cares and loves me is something that I never imagined to experience, Jasmine wrote in her caption. I was not expecting him to actually do this, but he just wanted to show me that's just hair and I'm beautiful and loved regardless. 90 Day Fiancé's Jasmine is expecting baby, one with Matt after asking husband Gino for open relationship. Praised Matt for being an amazing father and supportive partner in a sentimental social media tribute on Thursday, which also marked his birthday. I'm endlessly thankful for you, Matt. You've loved me so gently, cared for Matilda so deeply, and opened your heart to my boys with the kind of love only a real father can give, she continued, sharing PDA photos. You're the best dad ever and the biggest blessing in our lives. Jasmine went public with her pregnancy news in February, as fans were watching the Panama native and her estranged husband, Gino Palazzolo, attempt to work through their issues. During Season 2 of 90 Day, The Last Resort, Gino, 56, and Jasmine first met online in 2019 and made their TLC debut on Season 5 of 90 Day Before the 90 days, prior to walking down the aisle in June 2023, during their time on The Last Resort, Gino agreed to have an open marriage with Jasmine after she vented about an ongoing lack of intimacy in their relationship. Jasmine proposed the idea of ethical non-monogamy to Gino after speaking with a sex therapist while filming the show, revealing she couldn't stay in a relationship without any physical connection. Following which she introduced Matt into the picture. Jasmine and Matt formed a connection after crossing paths at a Michigan gym. Fans have watched Jasmine's journey unfold on the franchise as she navigates her new life with Matt, while still legally married to husband Gino. On the September 6th episode of Day Fiancé Happily Ever After, Jasmine broke the news to Gino that she was pregnant and moving to Florida with Matt. Well, I hope you have a good life, Gino told Jasmine, to which she responded, I will. And with those 3 simple words, Jasmine didn't just respond to Gino, she closed a chapter. But what fans didn't realize at that moment was that Jasmine was about to begin one of the most emotional, vulnerable, and powerful journeys of her life, because behind the drama, the headlines, and the relationship chaos, Jasmine was fighting a silent battle, a battle with her own body. Just weeks after revealing her pregnancy and her move to Florida with Matt, Jasmine shocked fans once again. This time not because of relationship drama, but because of something deeply personal. She shaved her head. Yes, the glamorous, always camera-ready Jasmine Pineda appeared on Instagram with a buzz cut, standing beside Matt, who had shaved his head to dot, and suddenly, the story wasn't about open marriages. It wasn't about Gino. It wasn't about reality TV conflict. It was about strength. It was about love, and it was about Alopecia in an emotional Instagram post. Jasmine opened up about her autoimmune condition, revealing that her body's immune system has been attacking her hair follicles. She explained that stress and postpartum changes made the condition flare up even more. And if you think about everything she has gone through in the past year, the marriage breakdown, public scrutiny, pregnancy, motherhood again, stress was never in short supply. Fans often forget that reality stars are still human. They see edited episodes, they see dramatic music, they see explosive arguments, but they don't see the nights filled with anxiety. They don't see the physical toll. They don't see the quiet tears. Alopecia is not just hair loss. It is emotional. It is psychological. It challenges identity. For someone like Jasmine, whose image has always been a big part of her public persona, losing her hair could have been devastating. But instead of hiding, she chose transparency. Instead of wearing wigs quietly and pretending everything was fine, she showed the world the electric razor, and then something unexpected happened. Matt picked up the shaver. Without hesitation, without making it about himself, he shaved his head, too. Not for attention, not for sympathy, but to say one thing without even speaking, you are not alone. The photos they shared showed matching buzz kits and genuine smiles. Not forced, not staged, real, and in her caption, Jasmine wrote something that truly stopped fans in their tracks. She said she never imagined experiencing this kind of love. She wasn't expecting Matt to actually shave his head, but he wanted to show her that it's just hair, that she is beautiful, regardless, and that she is loved. For viewers who watched Jasmine's rocky marriage with Gino, this moment felt symbolic, because for seasons, fans saw Jasmine begging for emotional and physical connection. They saw arguments about intimacy. They saw frustration. They saw distance. Now, they are seeing support, but that doesn't mean the situation is simple. Remember, Jasmine is still legally married to Gino, and while she is building a new life with Matt and raising baby Matilda, the legal ties to her past relationship are not fully cut. That alone adds another layer of emotional complexity. Let's rewind for a moment. Jasmine and Gino met online back in 2019. Their chemistry was intense from the beginning. So was the drama. From jealousy accusations to explosive fights, their relationship was never calm. Still, they made it to the altar in June 2023. Many fans thought marriage would stabilize them. It did in single quotes. By the time they appeared on 90 Day, the last resort, cracks were visible everywhere. One of the biggest issues? Intimacy. Jasmine openly admitted she could not stay in a marriage without physical connection. After speaking with a sex therapist during filming, she proposed ethical non-monogamy and open relationship. Gino agreed, reluctantly. That decision would change everything, because that's when Matt entered the picture. A chance meeting at a Michigan gym turned into something deeper, and while viewers debated whether this was betrayal or empowerment, Jasmine moved forward. Fast forward to September 14th. On Happily Ever After, Jasmine dropped another bombshell. She was pregnant, and she was moving to Florida with Matt. Gino's reaction was controlled but heavy. "Well, I hope you have a good life." "I will." 3 words that marked emotional independence. But here's what makes this new chapter different for the first time. Jasmine's storyline is not built around chaos, it's built around healing. Postpartum is already a vulnerable time for any woman. Hormones shift, bodies change, sleep disappears. Add alopecia flare-ups and public scrutiny and the pressure multiplies. Yet instead of retreating, Jasmine leaned into honesty. She acknowledged that stress makes her condition worse. She admitted it comes and goes, and she showed that vulnerability does not equal weakness. Meanwhile, Matt's public support has reshaped how many fans see him. At first, he was viewed as the new guy, the controversial third person in a marriage, but now he's being seen as a devoted partner, a present father, a man willing to sacrifice vanity for solidarity. And speaking of fatherhood, Jasmine made it clear that Matt isn't just supportive to her. He has embraced her 2 sons, Juwance and JC, with what she describes as real fatherly love. That matters because blended families are not always easy, especially under a microscope. But perhaps the most powerful image from all of this isn't the shaved heads, it's the smiles. Not the polished, red carpet smiles. The relaxed, at-home, genuine kind. Which raises the big question, is Jasmine finally at peace? Or is this simply the calm before another storm? Because, let's be honest, the 90-day universe rarely stays quiet for long. In part 2, we'll break down how fans are reacting to Jasmine's transformation, whether Gino has publicly responded, what this means legally for her marriage, and the deeper truth about alopecia and postpartum stress. Stay tuned, because while Jasmine's emotional reveal has touched thousands of fans around the world, it has also sparked a wave of reactions across the 90-day Fiancé community. And not all of them are the same. Within minutes of Jasmine posting her shaved head photos with Matt, social media exploded. Some fans called the moment beautiful, others called it heartbreaking, and a few couldn't help but bring Gino back into the conversation on Instagram. The comments poured in. Many viewers praised Jasmine for her honesty about alopecia and postpartum struggles. They applauded her for showing her real self instead of hiding behind filters, wigs, or silence. One fan wrote, "This is the strongest version of Jasmine we've ever seen." Another commented, "Hair or no hair, she looks happier than ever." But not everyone was fully convinced. Some longtime viewers questioned whether Jasmine's new chapter truly represents healing, or just another dramatic shift in a life that has been constantly in the spotlight. And then there's Gino. Since Jasmine's emotional reveal, fans have been watching closely to see if he would respond publicly. So far, Gino has remained mostly silent. No direct statement, no emotional Instagram post, no public reaction to Jasmine shaving her head or welcoming baby Matilda with Matt. And that silence, it's speaking volumes. For years, viewers watched Gino and Jasmine navigate one of the most turbulent relationships in the franchise. Their story was filled with passion, arguments, reconciliations, and emotional highs and lows. But now, for the first time, their lives are moving in completely different directions. Jasmine is building a new family in Florida with Matt. Gino is living separately, focusing on his own life, yet legally, their marriage still exists. And that raises a serious question many fans are asking. Why haven't they finalized the divorce? Some insiders suggest it could be a complicated legal process involving immigration status, finances, and shared public contracts tied to the show. Others believe it may simply be emotional closure that hasn't fully happened yet. Because even when relationships end publicly, privately untangling them can take much longer. Meanwhile, Jasmine's journey with alopecia has opened a broader conversation about beauty standards in reality TV. For years, reality television has been built on polished appearances, perfect hair, makeup, and styling. Rarely do viewers see stars embrace physical changes so openly, by shaving her head and sharing the moment. Jasmine has challenged that image. She's showing that vulnerability can be powerful, that confidence isn't dependent on hair, and that beauty doesn't disappear when someone is facing a health condition. Experts say alopecia can be emotionally devastating. Especially for women in the public eye, hair often represents identity and femininity. Losing it can trigger anxiety, depression, and self-esteem struggles. But Jasmine's approach has been different. Instead of hiding, she's documenting. Instead of avoiding cameras, she's stepping in front of them, and in doing so, she may be helping other women feel less alone at the same time. Fans are noticing a softer side of Jasmine overall. In earlier seasons, she was known for explosive arguments and emotional confrontations. Now, viewers are seeing a calmer presence. Mother of three, a partner expressing gratitude. Instead of frustration, someone focused on healing rather than conflict. Of course, reality TV history tells us that public peace doesn't always mean private stability. Being in the spotlight brings pressure. Every post is analyzed, every decision is debated, and every relationship milestone becomes public discussion. That pressure can either strengthen a couple or slowly wear them down. For now, Jasmine and Matt appear stronger than ever. Their matching shaved heads have become a symbol for many fans, not of loss, but of unity. A reminder that love isn't just about romantic gestures. Sometimes it's about standing beside someone during their most vulnerable moments. Still, questions remain. Will Jasmine and Gino officially finalize their separation soon? Will viewers see more of Jasmine and Matt's life together on future 90-Day Fiancé spin-offs? And most importantly, how will Jasmine's health journey continue? Because alopecia is unpredictable. It can come and go, it can improve, or it can worsen during stressful periods. With 3 children, public attention, and an evolving relationship dynamic, Jasmine's life is anything but stress-free. Yet if recent moments are any indication, she's facing this chapter with a new mindset. One built on acceptance, support, and resilience, as fans continue following her story. One thing is clear, Jasmine Pineda is no longer just the dramatic reality TV personality viewers first met years ago. She's becoming a symbol of transformation, of growth, and of finding strength in the most unexpected places. But the 90-Day Fiancé universe always has more surprises waiting, and in Part 3, we'll dive even deeper into behind-the-scenes reactions from TLC insiders, what Jasmine's future on the franchise could look like, how fans are comparing Matt and Gino, and the shocking rumors already starting to circulate, because in the world of 90-Day Fiancé, the drama never truly ends. And in the world of 90-Day Fiancé, every emotional moment quickly turns into a bigger conversation, one that stretches far beyond a single Instagram post or a single episode. As Jasmine continues to share her journey with fans, insiders close to the franchise are already hinting that her story may be entering a completely new phase on television. According to several fan pages and reality TV bloggers, producers are closely watching the public response to Jasmine and Matt's relationship. Their emotional shaved head moment didn't just go viral among viewers. It reportedly caught the attention of TLC executives as well. Why? Because it shows something different. For years, Jasmine's storyline was driven by chaos, arguments, jealousy, and explosive drama with Gino. While those moments brought ratings, they also placed her in a very specific reality TV box, the fiery, unpredictable partner. Now, she's showing another side, a calmer, more grounded, more emotionally open version of herself. And that kind of transformation is exactly what reality television loves. Sources suggest that producers are exploring potential future appearances that could focus more on Jasmine's new life in Florida, her blended family with Matt, her experience as a mother of 3, and her ongoing health journey. If that happens, it would mark a major shift in how audiences see her, from controversial reality star to resilient mother and partner navigating real-life challenges. But not everyone is convinced that this transition will be smooth, because whenever a reality star moves on from one relationship to another, especially while still legally married, controversy tends to follow. Fans remain divided when it comes to Matt. Some see him as the supportive partner Jasmine always needed. Others question how their relationship began, remembering that it developed during Jasmine's open marriage with Gino. On fan forums and comment sections, debates continue daily. Was this true love that came at the right time, or a complicated situation that still hasn't fully settled? And then there's the inevitable comparison between Matt and Gino. Two very different men. Two very different relationship dynamics. With Gino, viewers saw years of tension surrounding intimacy, trust, and communication. Their love story was passionate but often volatile. With Matt, the public image so far appears softer, filled with supportive gestures, affectionate tributes, and shared parenting responsibilities. But relationships shown on social media don't always reveal the full picture, and longtime viewers know that in the 90-day universe, every couple faces tests once cameras start rolling again. Meanwhile, Jasmine's openness about alopecia has sparked conversations far beyond reality TV. Gossip, medical professionals, and advocacy groups have even praised her for bringing visibility to autoimmune-related hair loss. Alopecia affects millions worldwide, yet it remains widely misunderstood. Many people assume it's simply cosmetic, but for those living with it, the emotional impact can be profound. By sharing her experience, Jasmine is helping normalize conversations about health conditions that often stay hidden, and that could become one of the most meaningful parts of her public journey moving forward. Still, there are whispers circulating online that suggest not everything is as calm as it appears. Some rumors claim that Jasmine and Gino's legal separation process may become a storyline in future episodes. Others speculate that tensions could resurface once paperwork, finances, and long-term decisions come into play. None of these claims have been confirmed, but if there's one thing fans have learned over the years, it's that unfinished chapters in the 90-day universe have a way of reopening when least expected. For now, Jasmine seems focused on her present, her children, her health, and her relationship with Matt. In recent social media posts, she continues to express gratitude for the support she's receiving, not just from Matt, but from fans who have shared their own alopecia stories in response to hers. That connection with viewers may end up becoming her strongest support system of all. Because beyond the headlines and dramatic edits, reality stars rely heavily on audience perception. And at this moment, Jasmine's public image is shifting. From controversy to courage, from conflict to compassion. But as every 90-day viewer knows, reality TV journeys are never completely predictable. New episodes bring new revelations, new interviews bring new details, and sometimes a single unexpected moment can change everything again. So, the biggest question now isn't just about Jasmine's past with Gino or her present with Matt. It's about her future. Will she continue sharing her most vulnerable moments with the world? Will fans see her return in upcoming spin-offs? Or will she step back and focus fully on her private life and growing family? Whatever happens next, one thing is certain. Jasmine Pineda's story has entered a new chapter, one defined not by scandal, but by strength. And if the past has taught us anything, it's that her journey is still unfolding. And as Jasmine steps into this new chapter of her life, fans are beginning to notice something they haven't seen in a long time: stability. For years, Jasmine's name was almost always connected to controversy. Whether it was emotional arguments with Gino, shocking revelations on tell-all episodes, or dramatic social media posts, her storyline often lived in chaos. But now, the tone feels different. More mature, more grounded, more intentional. Living in Florida with Matt and their daughter, Matilda, Jasmine appears focused on building a peaceful home environment, something she openly admitted she struggled to find in previous years. Becoming a mother again seems to have changed her perspective in powerful ways. Friends close to the couple say Jasmine has been prioritizing family time, health, and emotional well-being over everything else. Instead of constantly engaging in online drama, she's been sharing more personal, reflective posts about gratitude, healing, and growth. And fans are noticing. Many longtime viewers say this is the most authentic version of Jasmine they've ever seen. No overthought reactions, no explosive confrontations, just a woman navigating real life, with all its challenges and beauty, of course. The transition into this calmer phase hasn't been completely free of outside noise. Every time Jasmine posts a new photo with Matt, comment sections quickly fill with mixed opinions. Some fans celebrate their bond and call Matt the supportive partner she always deserved. Others remain loyal to the original Jasmine and Gino love story, still hoping for some form of closure between them. And then there are those who simply watch with curiosity, wondering how this unconventional relationship timeline will ultimately resolve, because legally and emotionally, Jasmine's past and present are still connected. Until her marriage with Gino is officially dissolved, there will always be lingering questions about how everything unfolded and whether all parties have truly moved on. Interestingly, Gino himself has remained relatively low-key during this entire period. Unlike earlier seasons when he frequently addressed relationship drama publicly, he now appears to be keeping his private life away from constant social media commentary. Some fans interpret this silence as maturity, others see it as unresolved emotion, but without direct statements from him, the truth remains known only to those closest to the situation. Meanwhile, Jasmine continues to focus on positivity. Her posts about alopecia have encouraged many followers to share their own stories of hair loss and self-acceptance. Women from around the world have thanked her for showing that confidence doesn't disappear when physical appearance changes in many ways. Her shaved head has become more than just a response to a medical condition. It's become a symbol of letting go of pressure, a symbol of embracing authenticity, and a symbol of finding strength in vulnerability. Matt's decision to shave his head alongside her also continues to resonate deeply with viewers. Support like that, quiet, personal, and genuine, often speaks louder than grand romantic gestures. For Jasmine, it appears to have reinforced something she's long been searching for: emotional security. Still, life in the public eye always comes with uncertainty. Reality TV fame can shift quickly, public opinion can change overnight, and new opportunities or new controversies can appear without warning. There's already speculation about whether Jasmine and Matt could eventually receive their own spin-off segment or special feature, focusing on their blended family and new beginning in Florida. If that happens, audiences may get a closer look at what everyday life truly looks like for them, away from the high-intensity drama of previous seasons. But even if cameras don't follow every step, Jasmine's influence within the 90-Day Fiancé universe is undeniable. She has evolved from one of the franchise's most explosive personalities into one of its most talked about transformation stories, and transformation is something viewers connect with, because at its core, her journey reflects something deeply human: the desire to grow, to heal, and to find love that feels safe and supportive. As this chapter continues to unfold, fans around the world will be watching closely, not just for drama but for inspiration, for honesty, and for proof that even after heartbreak, public scrutiny, and personal struggles, a new beginning is always possible. What comes next for Jasmine Pineda may still be uncertain, but one thing is clear: her story is no longer just about reality TV, it's about resilience, and that is a story worth following.